Hi guys, I hope that you guys are doing well, whatever time of the day you are viewing this video message. Um, it's been a minute, like a lot of things have happened in the course of a year. And I did tell you guys that I would be very responsive, a year from now, 5 years from now, if someone wanted to know something about the process or just kind of where we are. I would definitely love to share my testimony just to help somebody because, again, when I started building my home over a year and a half ago, I had no idea what to expect. And so hopefully my vlog helps somebody along the way. I do apologize. I know I look kind of weird, but I'm actually getting ready to work out in about 30 minutes. I'm trying to be consistent with my workouts. I've been successful, y'all, in losing I think I lost about 25, maybe 30 pounds. No, 35 pounds. So I've lost like 35 pounds. So I'm very proud of myself. So at this point, I'm just trying to maintain. I really don't want to lose any more weight. I think I'm at a nice size. I liked the way I looked before, but I really love the way I look now. I want to tone up a little bit more, get some of this flab off. But I have a whole nother little thing on TikTok about that. But I did get a comment from somebody just asking like where we were, how are things going with the house and things like that. And so, of course, being a woman of my word, I definitely wanted to share just to be responsive to you guys, to just tell you, what we are looking like now in the house. And I'm kind of looking around. And I thought about it like right before I started to record this. I really never put like finished videos of the house up. I did all of the videos of the progress into the building, but after that we just kind of stopped. So I'll try my best to put some pictures up. I do have some good shots of the front. I'll do the backyard, a couple of shots on the inside. I got stuff everywhere. It's summertime, so I got like textbooks, and I'm working summer school, so I got textbooks and printers and stuff everywhere. So I don't know if I'll show all my teacher junk, but I'll kind of just share some reflections about where we are now, any struggles that I've had, and things like that. So yeah, thinking back of the videos that I made during We're Building a Home, that vlog, I know I mentioned like a lot of things and some things that I wish I would have upgraded and things of that nature. And pretty much those thoughts have remained consistent just being here in the home. One of the things that I wish that I should have just maybe stretched and got, but then again, no, because my mortgage would have been out of my budget. But I really wish I would have gotten that fourth bedroom to make it a home office. Then I would not have all this stuff in my living room. When I thought about it, like nobody's here but me, my son, and the dog. So it's okay. But whenever someone visits unexpectedly or they want to come by, I'm like rushing to hide all my paperwork and my folders. I'm throwing it in the bedroom. But if I had like a dedicated office space, that would be awesome. And then I also thought about the fourth bedroom. Over the course of the year, I kind of started consistently working out. That could have been like a workout space for me too. So if you are buying a home and you're on the fence about, oh, do we need an extra bedroom, or no, we don't need it, or just get it, because that's the only thing, not the only thing I regret, but that's one of the things that I really wish that I had just gone ahead. And again, I don't know what my mortgage would have looked like. Right now, my mortgage is beautiful. Interest rate is beautiful. I got there right before they started going up, but I'm like, gosh, I wish I had that fourth bedroom just to have like an office and workout space and just a dedicated space like that. So that's like my first thing when I think about like just where we are and any, I'm not going to say regrets, but things I wish I would have done differently. My warranty expired in January of this year, and I was really scared because I've heard that, of course, when warranties go out, that's when the home starts falling apart. But so far, things have been okay, with the exception of something that I've just had problems with from the beginning, which is my electrical system. So I think in my update video right after I bought the house, I think I mentioned the fact that in my kitchen at that time, I couldn't run like my microwave and the dishwasher and the stove because it would cause the circuit to break and I would lose all power in my kitchen. And so the gentleman came out because I was under warranty, came out and he basically told me that he shared with the builder that these newer homes, because of the amount of, I guess, electricity or electrical capacity that they sometimes require, that the circuit board for my home really should have been upgraded to something that can handle a little bit more, I guess you can say wattage. I don't know the technical term for it, but I haven't had problems with that per se. But a couple weeks ago, I got home from church and it was just kind of muggy in the house. In Memphis, we haven't gotten to summer yet, but we are getting there. And so, got home, it was kind of muggy, and I'm going to check the thermostat just to make sure, everything is okay. And I noticed that the thermostat was just blinking. Immediately, I'm like, okay, you're a homeowner, you got this, change the batteries. Because sometimes when the batteries go out, the thermostat just stops working. So I changed the batteries and it just kept blinking. And I noticed that it was blinking in error. And so I looked up the error code, and Google and YouTube videos basically told me that that error code meant that my thermostat was not detecting an AC system and that something was causing it not to talk. Like, I don't know, I'm not an AC or HVAC person, but something was causing the thermostat not to be able to sense the wiring, all of that. So long story short, called the HVAC person. Good news is I have, even though my warranty for the labor has expired with the home, the parts for my home, like the AC unit and like the equipment, the appliances, things like that, they're still under warranty. So I have like a 10-year warranty on my AC unit. So if something were to happen to it, I would simply have to just pay for labor, which is better than paying for labor and a new AC unit. So long story short, called the guy out. He was like, hey, we got you a new thermostat. We're thinking yours is just malfunctioning, but I want to make sure that it's, connected everything properly. So I'm going to go in your attic. So the gentleman went in the attic. I'm at work, like talking to him on FaceTime while my son is here because it's summer for them. I'm still at work. And so gentleman calls me back and he was like, hey, I got some bad news for you. This is actually an electrical problem. This is not an HVAC problem. So you need to call an electrician because your wires that connect your AC, he said, no, the wires that help my AC to turn on are burned. And he showed me a picture of the wire, y'all. And like literally the wire is just frayed, like it had been burning. I don't know how long it had been burning. And the gentleman was telling me like that's a fire hazard and you really need to get someone out here from, your electrical company ASAP, because if your AC unit turns on one day and it's still fraying like that, it could cause an attic fire, which could spread to your home. So at this point, I'm freaking out because while the equipment and things like that are still covered under like those warranties, electrical isn't. So I called the electrical company that did the work for the home, that installed my wiring and all of that. And I'm like, hey, I went through Regency Home Builders. You guys are listed as the electricians that did the work. I'm having an electrical problem per the guy that, just came to look at my HVAC system. How much is it gonna be? I'm no longer under warranty. And my heart dropped. The lady was like, it's $175 an hour. The first hour will be like $200. And then after that, it drops to like $175. So at that point, I'm like, I don't have like just money like that. So let me ask you, ma'am, how long, do you think a job like this might take? And I told her what was going on. And just, and she was like, we don't know. It just really depends on what the problem is and how long it takes them to diagnose it. So at this point, I'm freaking out because I'm like, I can't authorize somebody to come out here for $200 an hour when I don't know how long y'all are going to take. Y'all might take longer on purpose just because you know that, I'm paying and it's no longer a warranty item. So I was like, I can't do nothing, with y'all right now. So hung up the phone. I'm crying. I'm upset. House is getting hotter by the minute because, again, it's approaching summertime. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So I called them back and I was like, look, is there somebody that can just come out and look at it? I know that won't take but maybe an hour or two. Tell me what's wrong. Like, I just can't allow an open ticket to form that I don't know if I'll have the money. And I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know if I have the money, to pay. Like, I just don't want to have an open ticket. So she was like, well, let me call you back. I'm going to call my manager. He lives where you are. So she called me back and was like, hey, my manager lives in the same town that you live in. Because if y'all remember, I used the farmer's loan, the USDA loan. So I'm in the country, not like country, but compared to where I used to come from, it's the country. And he's going to come out and look at it. He won't charge you. And then we'll have like a better idea of how much and how long it'll take to fix your problem. So at that point, I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. So I'm at work talking to the ladies at work like, y'all can't believe this. I just bought this house a year ago. The electrical system is jacked up. I remember the guy told me this a year ago. And like, I'm just upset. So one of the ladies at my job, her husband works in construction. And she was like, well, hey, my husband and his crew just did some electrical work for a young lady. Not her husband's one of the crewmen did some electrical work for one of their friends. Do you want me, to connect you guys? And I'm like, yeah, he's probably going to charge the same amount that, this gentleman was going to charge, but I'll give it a shot. So long story short, called the guy and I was like, how much do you charge by the hour? He's like, I don't charge by the hour. I just come and I look at the problem. I tell you what's wrong with it and then I charge you for the job. And I'm like, cool. When can you come out? And so he was like, I can come out today. And I'm like, even better. Because like I told you, it's getting hotter by the day. And I'm like, awesome, cool. So the gentleman came out that evening, right after she connected us. He went in my attic. He looked at it. He was like, oh yeah, you need a new wire. Your wire is frayed, it's burning. Same thing that the HVAC person told me. So lets me know that he knew what he was talking about. And I was like, okay, how much is it going to be for this job? Y'all, the man said $100. And I was like, $100 an hour? He's like, no, $100 to fix it. I just went out to my truck. I got the wires so I can fix it for you. And so at that point, I'm like, what's the catch? So I let him fix it. It's been about 3 weeks now. So far, so good. And I asked him, could I keep your number? Because it's good to have a handyman. So here's another like homeowner tip. Like if you don't have a warranty for things like that, or you don't have a stack pile of cash, like get a handyman. So he was like, yeah, definitely keep my number, all that good stuff. So it's fixed right now. I'm praying, that the work is good. It looks like it is. I wouldn't know if it wasn't or not because I'm not an electrician, but yeah, that happened. So that's the only problem that I've like seen with the house is like the electrical system because it's like, yeah. Overall, I'm still in love to come home every day. I rush to come home. It's my place of peace. I love my home. I think my son loves it. Like I've always, as a single mom, wanted to give my children, somewhere that they felt safe. And so when I see him sitting out on the porch and in the couch in the living room with his feet up on my couch, which I don't like, but I'm like, you know what? That's his safe place. So it makes me happy that we have a home. One thing I am going to do is eventually, and I don't know when it'll be, but I'm going to have to get the whole house repainted. This flat paint, y'all, is just not good for my OCD and my obsessiveness to stay clean, because it's like we can't bump the walls, you can't touch the wall. It's just that flat paint, it bruises easily, and you can't clean it with soap and water. Even if you try to clean it with soap and water, it's going to leave an even worse stain. So I have invested in a lot of those magic erasers from Mr. Clean, and I just put just a little bit of water on it, and I'll buff out the areas. But over time, even that buffing makes like the spots darker than the surrounding walls. So I don't like the look of that. So eventually I'm gonna get everything painted, but I have such high ceilings, have so many rooms. I know it's gonna cost a couple thousand. So yeah. But that's not something I gotta do right now, because again, it's not like I got small kids. I just like that fresh paint look. And this dry, dull paint doesn't even have a gloss to it. And to this day, I still don't understand why they didn't allow me to upgrade if I was willing to buy my own paint. There was not an option, which is crazy to me. So I think that's about it. I think about my neighbors, my neighborhood. Haven't had like any complaints, nothing that I would change. Pretty much everybody goes to work early in the morning. We come home late in the afternoon. We might wave if you see your neighbor. That's about it. Like, it's a very quiet place. I don't have to worry about like just a lot. Like, I got a lot of retired people. They sit on the porch a lot. I'll be glad when I get to that point. But like, that's about it. Again, that fourth bedroom, just for that space, is the only thing I would have changed. Definitely getting a different type of stove, just for, the look. I don't like the little burn marks after the smooth tops has been cooked on for so long. That come, and it could be me just not knowing how to use it. I don't know, but overall, I'm still very pleased. I'm very much in love with my home. I've toggled with the idea of maybe selling or renting this home out and getting another one that gives me everything that I want. But I got this house for such a good interest rate. My mortgage is so low, and I don't think interest rates will ever be in the twos again. Like, I would be stupid to sell this house and, go to an interest rate that's 4 or 5, maybe 6%. So yeah, but I think that's about it. So I don't know. I hope that helps. I'll put a couple still shots at the end, y'all. I apologize in advance if you see like papers and stuff on my tables. Like I said, if I had that fourth bedroom, that'll be in my home office, but I don't have that right now. So that's about it. Again, I'm still very pleased with everything. Yeah, so thank y'all. Got any other questions, let me know. I'm about to go exercise right now for the next 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It just depends on how I feel. But thanks for watching, and I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your day.